Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, Flow Dominica launches great value bundles, keeping a promise to its customers. Local manufacturers invited to take advantage of the CARICOM Development Fund, and a craft and art exhibition signal the start of the 2019 Emancipation celebrations. The details coming up.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Flow Dominica took another major step in its quest to keep its promise to its customers on Friday. Flow launched its new bundles in market on Friday, bringing tremendous value for money to its customers.
We launched 2 interesting bundle plans today, both of which will give customers unlimited calling on their fixed lines. They would also receive calls from their fixed lines to a mobile. Customers have been asking for that. We've had a lot of families that were saying, I have my kids at home. I want to, when I'm at work, that my kids can call me and they can call me freely using the fixed lines. Now, customers actually have that benefit. The customers will also receive international minutes via their fixed lines, so you can call your friends, your families in the US, in the UK, in the US Virgin Islands, in Canada. You can actually pick up have the convenience of using your fixed lines to make your international calls with no worry, no stress. We're giving customers, of course, you're going to get your TV packages. For our sports fans or customers who like to see Premier League, that is automatically part of your package. And you get speeds up to 50 megabytes per second. Right? So as I said, we have 2 packages, the first one being at 160. The customer will receive unlimited fixed-to-fixed calling. They'd receive 250 minutes that they can use to call any mobile network. So we're not creating any restrictions, no restrictions. 250 minutes that you can use to call any mobile network. You get our TV Plus package. Over 127 channels, over 27 HD channels as part of the package, and up to 30 megabytes speed of broadband. So our customers, great value. I can tell you, we can boast of there not being another provider in Dominica that can offer such value, right? Our higher-end package is $190. Again, great savings for the customer who has our individual service, or even the customers that are on other network and you want value. The customers get 300 international minutes that they can use to call USA, UK, Canada. They get 500. And I think this is record-breaking, 500 local minutes that they can use to call any mobile number in Dominica. They get unlimited fixed-to-fixed calling. They get our TV Max TV product, as well as up to 50 megabytes speed of broadband.
Director of Trade Martin Walter engaged local manufacturers this week on the assistance that they can access under the CARICOM Development Fund. Walter addressed the Manufacturers Association's annual general meeting this week on opportunities for manufacturing, with special emphasis on the regime put in place to encourage manufacturing. Article 164 of the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas creates a comfort zone geared at promotion of industrial development within the less developed states of CARICOM.
What this article does is allow member states of the OECS and Belize to put customs duties in place both on MDCs and on third-party goods in an effort to create a buffer that allows industries, sectors, manufacturers, agro-processors within that buffer to be able to grow and to be able to hopefully become competitive. That particular decision is taken at the Council for Trade and Economic Development, and the way it is done is that it has to be supported by all the least developed member states of CARICOM and 2 more developed member states of CARICOM. To ensure the success of the initiative, the community, through the CARICOM Development Fund, shall provide support measures and the industry implement necessary programs for achieving competitiveness. So in other words, it is not a standalone situation where you put the tariffs in place to protect those companies that qualify on Article 164, but that there is support that will be given by the CARICOM Development Fund for that purpose. The support will include grants for retrofitting of the plant geared towards enhanced energy efficiency. It also includes technical assistance with development, adoption of product standards and marketing. And 3, it includes concessional loans for other improvement to the physical plant, including scaling up of the operations where appropriate.
The CARICOM Development Fund CDF mandate is to provide financial or technical assistance to disadvantaged countries, regions and sectors in the Caribbean community. The CDF is central to addressing disparities among member states of CARICOM, which may result from the implementation of the CSME. Manufacturers and producers with an interest in accessing assistance from the CDF can write to the Ministry of Trade.
And then we have these internal discussions with the OECS Commission and our OECS member states to make sure that we have their support, and then that product is simply submitted to the Council for Trade and Economic Development for necessary action. I have received 1 request so far for that, and we are duly working on this. But so far, the products that have qualified is curry powder. So curry powder is one of those products for which a tariff will be levied. So just to set a context and premise, just a little further, the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas allows for free trade across CARICOM member states. So that means that any good that is deemed to be produced within CARICOM should move throughout all the 15 member states of CARICOM without any duty. Article 164 changes that whole situation and allows for one to levy duties even on a more developed member state of CARICOM. So that duties will be levied on goods coming from Barbados, goods coming from Guyana, goods coming from Jamaica and Trinidad. So that is excellent. Within the CARICOM member states themselves, we can put duties on goods coming from them so that we can be able to survive and be competitive within our own economic space. So curry powder is one of those products. We have wheat or muslin flour, pasta, aerated waters, other waters. So water generally will get that type of protection. So it's a good time to have factories that produce water in Dominica. Aerated beverages, for example, beers, stouts, prepared animal feeds, prepared cattle feed, prepared complete pig feed, other prepared complete animal feeds, oxygen, carbon dioxide, acetylene. This one is new. We just submitted it in 2018. Paints, varnishes, including enamels, candles of paraffin wax, solar water heaters, chairs and other seats with wooden frames, upholstered chairs, other wooden furniture of a kind used in offices, wooden furniture of a kind used in the kitchen, wooden furniture of a kind used in a bedroom, other furniture of wood and upholstered fabrics. So yeah, so these are the list of products for now that are to benefit under Article 164.
Chief Cultural Officer Raymond Lawrence says he's impressed with the craftsmanship he has seen so far at the opening events of the Emancipation 2019 calendar. The celebrations began Friday with a craft exhibition in Roseau and an art exhibition at the Old Mill Cultural Center.
I must say I'm impressed with the works of the local artisans, and to see that after Hurricane Maria, 2 years later, they have really sort of bounced back and been able to get material and to produce these works of excellence. And incidentally, the theme for this year's emancipation is promoting a culture of excellence. And we are seeing some excellent products, I should say, here on display at the government headquarters. Products from all across the island. You name the different places: Kalinago Territory, Massac, Stock Farm, and so. And then this evening should also prove to be very interesting, engaging with our artists displaying their artwork and paintings at the Old Mill Cultural Center from 6.
The next activity is scheduled for Saturday in Grand Bay at the Pearchild Secondary School. Two stalwarts in culture from the South, Adriana Henderson and Athena Daru, will be honored.
And we'll have performances from Mikkel Henderson and Elf Henderson, and also from Tradibel Ballet Group, Petit Savan, Jubik, the South Experience Band, among others. So that's from 6 o'clock in the evening in the auditorium of the Pearchild Secondary. So that will be the second event for Emancipation, which will be tomorrow, Saturday, July 27th.
This year's theme is Promoting a Culture of Excellence.
Simply because we just want to encourage everyone, not just in culture alone, everybody in any form of endeavor, any form of work, any aspect of Dominica's development, to always strive for excellence. It may not be 100%, it may not be perfect, but at least at the end of the day, you know you've tried your best, you've given of your best, and you have at least tried to reach a level, the highest level that you have attempted. So that's what we want to encourage the general public to do with the theme, promoting a culture of excellence, that even in arts and culture, that we need to strive for the highest standards. And I think from what we've been seeing through the years and even today and through Emancipation, that we're really seeing people are putting on some wonderful quality work.
And Friday's craft exhibition provided a certain level of exposure for small businesses. Channel 5 News spoke with one young entrepreneur from the Kalinago Territory.
I'm working on developing my business, the Tilu Kanawa, which is an upcoming restaurant and gift shop at Salibia. And so far we have some of our souvenir items available to the general public. The demand has been really great. As of April this year, that is, at that point I officially put myself out there as the Tilu Kanawa brand. This was part of the exhibition for the Visiting Clinton Foundation in April. And since then I have been promoting my brand and my souvenir products in Dominica. So far we have the Tilu Kanawa t-shirts, as I'm wearing. Tilu Kanawa, which means the little canoe in our native Kalinago language. We have some of our souvenir items, which are the pen holders, designed with the little canoe holding up the Dominica. You can also place a Dominican map if you like. It's very good for ornaments for your desktop, at your office space, in your homes, wherever you like. We also have the leather keyrings branded Tilu Kanawa, Tilu Kanawa. We also have the canoes carved out as little keyrings as well, so you can place whichever keyring you so desire on your canoe. And we also have the phone stands. Let me demonstrate for you. So these are good for your desk. Sorry, my table is not very balanced. So you can place it on your desk next to your computer. It's easy access for you. And I also have some of the items made by my mom in Guadeloupe. So she does handmade little purses and stuff that you can take around for casual outings. These are all the items that we have for now. Hopefully we will increase some of our products. We will add different designs and concepts to what we're developing, and probably later this year, hopefully, I'm hoping by December of this year, we can open our restaurant to the general public. It will be a venue where you can find and you can experience traditional Kalinago foods, with a little twist, an international taste, local Dominican cuisine as well. So I look forward to it, and I hope that the general public will be able to come to the Kalinago territory and have a better experience at some point as we develop our products, add value to what we're offering, and give the general public a different experience from what they've known.
Ms. Green is among a number of young Kalinagos responding to a call for youth leadership. On Monday, another young Kalinago, 22-year-old Lorenzo Sanford, answered the call to leadership, having been elected Kalinago chief.
We have had a call for young people to take up leadership positions within our community for the last several years, and we have been disappointed that even with the older heads, we've not accomplished much. So we are welcoming Lorenzo Sanford to the fore as our new chief, and we hope to work with him to ensure that he succeeds during his 5-year tenure as chief.
You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
L'ANICIM tout partout. Attention si vous êtes homme et bien femme. Visitez place santé pour examiner corps. Ça c'est un nid pour yo ouais si la ni pièce moun au lion qui ni maladie TB et bien maladie sexuelle. En compagnie moun qui ni maladie HIV P ni TB aussi. Savent qui la ni guérison pour TB. Ou ça vivre en bonne santé même si ou ni maladie HIV. Parlez by docteur. Prends responsabilité ou. Aidez du bout de maladie TB et HIV. Ou agir tout le monde pour examiner corps yo.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
The actions that can be taken to reduce the risk factors associated with type 2 diabetes. That was the focus of a presentation this week during the annual general meeting of the Dominica Diabetes Association. Guest speaker, public health nutritionist Juanita James says apart from family history, there is quite a lot that can be done to change some of the major risk factors for type 2 diabetes.
We can change the way we eat. We can change what we drink. We can be more active. We can maintain a healthier body weight. You may not get to that little ideal weight that you see in books or that you see in the doctor's office or the health centers, but we can improve from where we are if we are overweight, if we are obese. It's a start. Eating high energy dense foods, that is foods that are quote unquote fattening, foods that are high in calories, foods that are well liked, fast foods or fried foods or foods with gravies or desserts with cream and icing and stuff like that. Things that taste good. Things that taste good but may not necessarily be doing anything good for us. And we have to recognize that taste is a major factor in food selection. Or children are no different or adults are no different. We like food that tastes good. I like food that tastes good. You like food that tastes good, no? So we have to think of ways to make food taste good without it being a harm to our health.
Behavior changes are highly recommended and food choices would be a good place to start.
In the same STEP survey, it was shown that we consider fruits and vegetables an indicator that people are trying to eat healthier. And it showed that over 90% of the people in that sample were not having the recommended 5 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. Over 90%. That's interesting. That's serious. And in this global school-based health survey done in 2009, only about 18% of the students said that they had vegetables to eat at least once per day in the past month. So we see that fruit and vegetable consumption was not really very high. Right? Physical inactivity. The STEP survey again, 2008, about a quarter of the persons sampled had low levels of physical activity. And this is self-reported, of course. For the students, about almost a quarter of them did follow the recommendations of having at least 1 hour of physical activity at least 5 times a week. The recommendation is different for children than adults, eh? Whereas for adults, you're saying a half an hour most days of the week. For children, you want them to be active at least 1 hour up to 5 days a week.
And at least 2 CARICOM countries responded this week to warnings of an outbreak of Ebola disease by the World Health Organization, WHO. The Trinidad-based Caribbean Public Health Agency, CAFA, advised that regional countries should seek to enhance disease surveillance at ports of entry and at health facilities. CAFA views the Ebola outbreak as a public health emergency. The World Health Organization has declared a public health emergency of international concern. The WHO says St. Lucia and Barbados have both indicated that steps are being taken to ensure that their populations are not put at risk. The WHO statement was in reference to the current outbreak in the Democratic Republic of Congo. St. Lucia's Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Merlin Fredericks James, says while the risk of getting a case of Ebola is extremely low there, the possibility of being affected exists regardless of how low it may be.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD. All for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Here are some tips to reduce mosquito presence in and around your home. Keep water storage containers properly covered. Remove containers that can collect water from your surroundings. Keep garbage bins tightly covered. Pick up your litter and remove all tires from your yard. Keep gutters free of leaves and twigs to prevent stagnant water. Prevent Zika, dengue, and chikungunya. Fight the bite. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
This message is supported by Flow.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
To end the news, a look again at the headlines. Flow Dominica launches great value bundles, keeping a promise to its customers. Local manufacturers invited to take advantage of the CARICOM Development Fund, and a craft and art exhibition signal the start of the 2019 Emancipation celebrations. Feel free to contact us at news@marpin2k4.com. You may access our past newscasts on our YouTube channel. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thank you for watching. Have a good weekend.